Now that I've got 3 years under my belt, can I try a drink? I know I've done videos a bit like this before, but there's a reason I'm doing this today. And that's because, as you know, I'm starting my placement soon for counsellor training. So I'm going to be working in a alcohol and addiction centre, or just addiction centre, counselling individuals who still have some struggles with addiction, obviously. And over the last couple of weeks, I've had my induction training, run-of-the-mill professional boundaries, etc. What to expect, code of conduct, etc. But something's thrown me. And it's brought up some thoughts that I didn't think I was going to have, or I kind of knew were going to creep up at some point in the future, just didn't expect it to be now. Because my recovery has been strong. And I think that the main thing is that there's 4 counsellors starting at the centre. And one of them does drink in a way that they had problems with other substances, but they've dealt with that, but they still drink. And this is difficult, because a lot of people in recovery, sobriety, the mindset is it's black and white. No mind-altering substances. You're going to get you're going to cross addict. You're going to replace one with the other. But the fact of the matter is that there's some people are different. Everyone has different experiences, progressions, and this person seems to be fine with just having a drink every now and then, a little blowout. And it's a head. I can talk about how I'm 99.9% sure that if I even try one drink, then it's going to lead to too much drink. That classic saying, 1 is too many, 1,000 is never enough. Because, a lot of people comment on my video, can I have one drink? Like I said, I've done something about this. I talk about how as soon as you've had one drink, your inhibition drops and your desire to drink goes up. And anyway, that's been a very popular one. And this has been running around my head. It's been running around my head. If this person can do it, why can't I? Is it possible for me to have another drink? Is it possible that I've spent 3.5 years sober now, so have I learned enough? And it's mad, because this is the thinking that I had in the early days. It was like, right, I just need to learn enough to control my drinking. I need to learn my limits. I need to learn my techniques. I need to learn my processes. And then I had these 3 years of trying to learn enough. And every time failing, and every time going back to where I was before. Is it possible for me now to put a limit on it, to say, right, I'm going to drink once a month? But then if I do drink once a month, how much do I drink on that occasion? How drunk do I want to get? Because if I'm going out, you might think, right, I want to enjoy this evening. How much do I want to enjoy it? How drunk do I want to get? Is it going to take, haven't drunk in 3.5 years, is it going to take 3 drinks, 4 drinks, 5 drinks, 6? I don't know. Do I have like a tester night? Do I go out and say, right, what I'm going to do this night is I'm going to go out and I'm going to try having 4 drinks. See what happens. And here's where the problems start, because I go, right, well, if that goes well, then next time I can have 5 drinks. And the following time I can have 6 drinks. It's mad. I've played the tape forward in my head so many times before. Play it forward. Think, what's going to happen if I have a drink? Like I say, not just on that one occasion, but what's going to happen in the future. And it's that thing. Either if I have a drink tonight, my inhibitions are going to go down. I'm going to lose control. I'm going to get way too smashed. Then God knows what's going to happen. It's all bets are off. But it's thinking about the long-term ramifications. And it's weird because, like I said, I didn't think that just doing the training, the induction training for this placement would put me in a situation which would bring up all these thoughts, but in a different kind of way, where I'm trying to, I've had to, and I'm having to reset my head again and go back and play the tape again in a different way, which I know I've played 1,000 times. I knew that doing this placement wouldn't be easy. I knew it would throw me some curveballs. I knew there'd be challenges. I just didn't expect it to be this soon. Because I'm going to be in an environment working with people. They will generally be people towards their end of their time using this service. They will have been through groups for several months. So grey. They would have been attending different groups at CGL for many months, and they will now be towards the end of their recovery experience with the organisation. Just need a little bit of extra one-to-one counselling to try and kind of, iron out the wrinkles. But then, I might be doing additional volunteering with them I won't go into it now, but I'm going to be working with people in a relatively stable position, state of mind. I'll be around people in the centre who are not there yet. I'll be in an environment where there will be people who are still actively using. I'm going to be throwing myself into the lion's den. So, like I've said before, as you go through recovery, as time progresses, your thinking changes. And I suppose this is a big new chapter. I'm like, it's going to be a bigger challenge than I thought. If just the training gives me this, what's going to happen when oh my gosh, it's scary. It is scary. But I just got to think to myself, what got me to where I got now? It wasn't controlled drinking. It wasn't moderation. It wasn't giving myself timelines of I only drink once a month or I only drink on these occasions. What got me to where I am now? What got me into a position where I am productive? I am so much happier with myself and my life. I'm in a position to train for a new career. I'm in a position to make this channel. I'm in a position to help other struggling alcoholics and addicts because I'm sober, not because I've figured out how to control it. Because I spent 3 years trying to control it and I couldn't control it. Failed miserably every time I tried to control it. But there are some people that do. And there's that thing, oh, are you as bad as them? I'm not that bad. Oh my gosh, so many horrible, scary reminders of old thinking. I'm not as bad as them. I can control it. I can do better. I can learn. Oh my gosh, this is bringing up so many contradictions of thought. It's a heavy one. So yeah, I don't know what I expect you to get from this. I kind of just wanted to show you that it's on my mind. I'm thinking about drinking. I'm not thinking about having a drink. I'm not like planning an occasion that I can try it out. But it's like that thinking's coming back because of unexpected situations. You say, Robin, you should expect it. You're going into a counselling place when the cool stuff's going to come up. Yes, I know it's going to come up. And that's why I'm... I was going to do a completely different video, but because it's been on my mind, I thought I've got to share it. Got to let you know what I'm going through. To know that even someone who's 3.5 years sober... Come out, Gray? What? He's thinking about it. Even someone who's 3.5 years sober, who spends so much time dedicated to their recovery, here he is, can still go through times where stuff gets to them and they start to doubt everything they've learned, everything they've been saying on this channel. All right, well, there you go, just say hi. Oh, there you go. Right. So yeah, no, life ain't perfect when you get done. You don't learn all you need to learn and everything goes swimmingly after that. Things will get to you out of the blue. So keep your guard up. Hope that helped. Hope you got something clicky stuff. Bye.